Okay, so had dinner with my mom. We had some ham. That's a traditional holiday for Christians, right? And we usually eat that. But like I said, if you don't, I understand, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who's still living like the Jews that right? The disciples. But like I said, you want to flash me a half naked girl, right? Right. And I'm not supposed to get excited about that. Nice butt. Nice butt. Right. hmm Yeah, yeah. But I do, don't I do. And yeah, I'm lonely, kind of like Justin there is too. I can't even find a girlfriend. And again, if I am, you're interfering in it. Because she had a previous boyfriend or something, and he don't want to let her go either. Because he's afraid of being alone dude. Right. But like I said, who are you going to want? Someone who's comfortable being alone or someone who won't let you go because they're afraid of being alone. That's the whole point, too. It's to nobody. It's to anybody. It's to everybody, right? So me and my mom watched Saturday Night Live last night episode. Funny Wolf Blitzer was the lead skit. Now there's no way I can know that until the show aired either. But I did point out Wolf Blitzer's show last week, right? But who's guiding me? Is it myself or God or God? Who knew that would be on SNL? Me or God? God. And what did it do? Tell you. Tell me. Oh no. For some reason that had me to go to CNN. I'm Wolf Blitzer, right? I have no idea at the time as to why. But that's how it was trying to lead Israel before Christ. But you still want to deny the old. In the new. Certain passages you're overlooking. Now here's Nikki's found up. Dude. She got big titties like Daphne. But see, that's what I mean. She wasn't committing. She wasn't committing either. That's why I tried to get out of it like as fast as I could. Once she in August started acting strange, I know. And that's the point. They even changed the diagnosis after that from schizophrenia to bipolar. But that's Cat and Carrie, I guess. Because he knows more about it. I don't know how much more, but right. But this is kind of cool, kind of silly, too. You almost see something brownish. Nice. But she likes it 3 times a night like Maribel. That's all I do. That's all you know. I can hang. But it's who's surely so. Nikki. It's not James. But I can tongue it in motivate it. Right. Just teasing. But right. It's not an invitation because what? I don't know nothing about her single or married or relationship life, and it ain't my business either. But you know. But I did do Starship, whatever. But I see that nice looking camel toe. Dude. But I'm not gonna do that about it. Might have a wet dream tonight about it. That's it. So I would even think. Mm-hmm. Right, all right. But even then, I might not. I might not. Don't know. Don't know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because again, we're not even friends. Though they say it's sometimes the best lover is a stranger. Stranger danger sometimes, right? Mm-hmm. I know. Well, this is not audio for some reason right now. Because, like I said, right, I'm critiquing the video. And I can do it either way with the audio or without, but, right, there's reasons right now. But why would she want to me anyway? Right, right. You don't even know, right? Like I said, right? It's not an invitation from her and or me to her, right? But like I said, I'm looking at a nice lady, no matter where she from. And, a beautiful lady, right? That's all I would say. That's it. That's it. It's not to say, oh, he's gonna hear this from somebody, right? I'm gonna call her up on my phone because I don't have her number, but she got mine, right? No, no, you got mine. You got She don't know me from Adam, like I don't know her from Eve. Right? She's not supposed to know me either. If she already does, that would be weird. That would be weird for me. Right. hmm But I know hella fine when I see hella fine. Can't say nothing more than that either. And that's Barbie Dreams. And Hype Williams is the label, I guess, right? hmm hmm But it is the point. hmm But critiquing is easier than you think, too, Justin. uh, that's the problem, too. They're not telling you how even fair use works, right? Because not wanting to use something don't mean you can't use it either if you no, don't. Nope, no. Because I'm trying to bankrupt you? No. No. But are you trying to bankrupt yourself? I don't know. Right? Because the thing about trying to make trillions of dollars in the movie and entertainment industry is, can we support the economy in that? I mean, see, okay, you have a product, right? That product has to be worth something to the people buying it, right? And it's hard to sell the dream, right? Uh-huh. On a 10-cent CD. And again, it's not rich, it's Christians, right? It's breasts of kings, you will say. Female breasts of kings, right? Which are female breasted kings. Those you don't know about hermaphrodites. I do. I do. And they're the third image of God, really the first from which the two came, right? He's three in one. That's why he's plural, not singular, right? But a male is a male. That's one of the forms, right? It's not the only one. No, no. But you're not without the female. No. Paul's trying to tell you something there, right? Nor her without you, right? In the Lord, in the Lord. And in what? His body. No. By one Spirit, you are all baptized into one body. Now, Did he say male and female there too? Did someone remove that? I think so. I think so. Because, see, that would be 2 times he said that in Galatians, but they left the one in Galatians, right? Someone's tempting us. Someone's lying to us. Someone's trying to hide something, right? They tried to step it out with Constantine, right? A truth they don't want you to know. I know. That's the problem. A truth they're lying about. And what's telling them to lie about it ain't God. Right? It's the fallen angel Satan, right? Or Lucifer. Or Hela. Mm-hmm. You also call her Lilith. Because she's more feminine than masculine, but both too. Right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But sometimes the video ain't nothing about anything but the star and the artist, right? Promoting herself and her body image, right? But even she gonna get old one day. Mm-hmm. Right? How you look at 50? Mm-hmm. Well, what? Did I wake up in the morgue the night before? Not last night, the night before. Mm-hmm. Because you tried to pull something again, right? Well, I told you, even if I do, you think God can't resurrect me at any time? It's just hard for us to understand because we let Satan block us. Whole point. See, one side is denying the truth to begin with, and one side is trying to tell you the truth, but it's hard for you to understand it. Might even piss you off. Heard that in the lyric. Like I told you anyway. You might not want to even hear it. Uh-huh. But I don't mind if you agree with the sentence. It makes sense. And you might not want to hear the truth even. But it's out there if you want to hear it. One day. Might piss you off too. Might get very upset. See, then your whole world has to change, right? Or you're a part of the problem, right? You're not God, first thing. First thing. You're not even the first image of God. You're the second from that image, and then she's the third, but you're two now. You're two now. You're two witnesses. Uh-huh. And Jesus is the third, right? Who can become the two, right? And he can be all three, right? Right, right. Mm-hmm. But see, it depends on how you do it, right? If it's a critique, say I'm critiquing the artist in the video, that's something different than say, or I'm saying she looks sexy, right? That's still a critique. That's still a critique. You can critique a video for a number of reasons, including that you think the artist looks hot, right? And it's that easy to critique something that way. It's the whole point. But I don't expect Nicki Minaj to ever show up to my door. You understand, right? But I bet I would recognize her if she did. Teasing, teasing. See. Well, can you hang with her if she wants it 3 times a night? I could. And I don't even have to take my tramadol. Ask Maribel. uh-huh. hmm Not saying I even know the woman. But that has to do with me and Maribel, not her. I wouldn't even know she would show up to my house, right? Right? That is one of the lyrics, ain't it? Ain't it? You can't do it 3 times a night. Right? That's what she said. She said, you're wasting her time. You're wasting her time. Well, I could. But see, that's your problem. You tell Solomon he had 1,000 wives, right? And you let him have 1,000 wives. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And he's a king of Israel. I know. So what? So what? Then you tell us, though, we can't commit fornication, right? Which is what? A first century concept. Yet the Romans don't follow your little stupid rules. How do you think Mary got pregnant one way or the other by God, right? hmm Now, how do I know it was really the angel Gabriel that? He didn't just appear to Mary, he appeared to Zechariah too, right? Where he was enclosed and not seen, right? And not a hermaphrodite playing Gabriel, right? I told you that too. Told you that. There really was an immaculate conception there, but Christ became the embryo instead of an adult there, right? Too. As he appeared many times to Israel before that, right? Only you don't know who he really was, and you can't really understand the body of God versus the body of a man, right? After the fall as well. See, after you're male and female, you're in the reproductive image, right? The true image of the spirit, though, is both. Right. Uh-huh. It's neither. But it does have a reproductive form to reproduce, right? But what Satan did is get you to have 2 kinds of sex with him. Both possible. But when it was Adam's turn, he made him hate it, and he made him condemn it, and the whole thing. And by him condemning it, he condemned himself and Satan and his wife too, right? See, it's not the sex alone itself that was the problem. It was that it was done by Satan to hurt Adam to make him hate it. And he did, and it's not the gay sex part of the sex either. But what it really is what? He made it sound better than it was too, probably. You know what I mean? Right. And trying to talk him into it, right? Now, it wouldn't really be much different for Eve, who already had something inside of her, right? But for him, he never had that in him. I told you that before, right? And it's harder for males to report rape than females anyway, right? Though again, you see David's dilemma, though. What can I do about it if Amnon did rape his half sister, right? But see, I'm reading this in the Bible, Renee. I'm not talking about me and you, literally. Right. And nobody's reading this part. Right. So I keep trying to tell you, I'm reading shit they didn't even, teach you in Sunday school. Because it's too out there. It's too out there. They don't read you the Judges version of Sodom and Gomorrah, where they do rape the concubine all night, and she dies at the doorstep in the morning, right? That means they're lying about something, right? About it too, right? And they're trying to blame gay people too, right? It's not their burden to bear, right? Plus, you kind of want them to be gay, don't you? Don't tell me you don't rape them into it either. They just say, well, fine, I'm right. You're right, I'm gay, right? Because you won't let up. You won't relent. You know they're gay. Don't you? But you think Christ didn't die for that sin as much as adultery of a male and female? And what is adultery? Not being with the right wife. I know. If you marry your high school sweetheart, is she your true wife? If you cheat on her anyway? No. No. But you want her to stay faithful to you while you're cheating on her. Ain't that right? Anybody who's married and has to deal with a cheating boyfriend or a cheating husband. You can't cheat on them. They'll kill you and the guy sometimes, right? Though luckily for the woman who was brought to Christ, he knew the law. You can't stone one without the other in the law, right? So they would have to go get the man who had adultery with her, whoever she was, right? It's the point to the story, right? There's a loophole there that Christ used to get her out of the problem, right? But you don't want to see that part. Let's ignore that, right? That don't mean what I think it means. She also told her to go and sin no more. Probably because the next time she wouldn't get a second chance because he wouldn't be there. Durr. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? It's called a double standard, right? But why is it a double standard, right? Because what, the male can cheat and the female can't? No, you both can cheat. That's the point. And that's why he talked about divorce too, right? But not in the way you think. See, some people don't even want to think Jesus was married. But who was there to stop someone from changing anything? They don't want you to know. Nobody. Santa Claus. Is that it, Kurt? Who's Santa Claus anyway? Who's Santa Claus? Peter. Or one of the 12? One of the 12. Some were standing there that would not taste of death as all fulfilled, and all ain't fulfilled yet. But again, you can't force the fulfillment. Even if I am one of the two, is it over just because I'm here? Or does Christ still have time before he has to return, right? Or does he come back immediately after I'm done? You're trying to make it that way, TB, and it might not be so. It might not be so. You still might have to wait a few thousand years. Because if you're not following Christ, who else do you have to follow but Satan? But who knows who you're following? If you don't know you're following Satan, is Satan going to correct you? Can Christ correct you? No. Where is he? Christ is in the third heaven. The only way he might could talk to you is through telepathy, like with Walt. Right? And then you got to know it's Christ and not Satan, because Satan tries to trick you too, right? Just as much as Jesus is whispering in your mind, Satan is whispering in your ear. Right? Right. But don't deny it. Don't deny it. I know who that is. You know. But she's okay. She's okay. It's Senorita. She loves it when you call her that. But that's a single woman. Senora is not. Is not. She's a married woman. You do know that, right? But I would ask you, are you a senorita or a senora? I don't know her. I don't know. Either. But like I said, I don't know what senorita means versus senora, right? One's married, one's not. But like I said, see, dating someone, Sean, don't make her your property if you're not married, right? If you're boyfriend and girlfriend. Even if you are married, right? You don't own her. She's not your little toy. You don't own her. Quit acting like a little boy. Not talking about nobody. Not talking about nobody. But I see you trying to run off, whatever, right? Drive off, whatever. When I got back home, right? Where I can see you and her leave, maybe. Maybe not, right? I don't know. I don't know if she's the problem or he's the problem, right? Either. Mm-hmm. See, she could be trying to mess with me and him about being with me. Well, I'm not trying to be with her. I'm trying to get her to be with him. But she doesn't already want her too, right? You know what I mean? Right? She's creating her own triangle there, right? Mm-hmm. But see, if her brother is schizophrenic, she's not either. Yeah, right. Uh-huh, uh-huh. See, so was Amanda Heath's schizophrenic, right? But see, I'm something different. I'm something different. I'm not saying I didn't go a little mental, but I'm not sure what it is, nor are they, right? I don't quite fit bipolar either, right? I'm not manic all the time. Am I? In other words, I'm not really depressed a lot. Mm-hmm. Right. I have